Right, time to start crushing it. I haven't done a video in ages, and I thought I'd do one because I'm starting something different. Well, I say starting, I actually started a while ago, doing intermittent fasting, and I'm finding it really easy, to be honest. So I thought I'm probably going to keep on it because it's pretty easy. It's just not eating. I'm getting sort of like into the 20 hours a day of not eating. What's the time now? Where are we at? 4:30. So it was 9 o'clock last night that I stopped eating. I'll touch on what I ate last night too. So it was 9 o'clock, and then so it's 3:16 is 19 and a half hours so far, giving myself an hour to get this walk done. I'll be at 20 and a half hours fasted. So, and it's like I'm hungry, obviously. The old ghrelin spikes every now and then, but it is what it is. It's the body wanting food, trying to motivate me to go hunt and gather, do some foraging. But we don't need to do that these days. These days we just jump in our car and either go to the shops and buy food, or go to a fast food retailer, fast food retailer of our choice. For me, I don't usually go towards McDonald's. Not really a fan of McDonald's, to be honest. Although that is what I ate last night. So, well, I mean, I had dinner. So yesterday was another 20 odd hours of it not eating. So then I got it's going to be pretty bad, a Hungry Jack's Rebel Whopper, which is their plant-based Whopper. Then I got had a couple of slices of pizza, which was left over from the night before. Yeah, my eating's not great. So I had a couple of pieces of pizza out of the fridge. Then went out and did a quote. After the quote, came home. I don't think I ate anything until dinner, which for dinner we had honey soy chicken tenders, which weren't that great. They didn't really taste very honey soy to me, but it's food. It's chicken. Chicken's always good. And with the tenders we had some sweet potato, like waffle chips, basically just like in a grid. They were pretty nasty, actually. Definitely not fresh. I reckon they probably added some stuff into the sweet potato, which didn't make it good. And we had with that some veggies, just mixed frozen veggies, warmed up in a pot, which, you know, the veggies are good. I don't mind a bit of veggies. But then after the kids went to sleep, I was kind of still feeling hungry and thought I'd try to convince the missus that solidified bovine excretions were a good idea, which turned out to be very much so not a good idea. It turns out my guts weren't too keen on the old frozen dairies, but you know, they tasted good at the time. Tasted damn good, which I overdid it with the ice creams. Yes, ice creams. So I had an M&M's McFlurry, good old chocolate mixed in with ice cream, extremely healthy. And I also had a what do I have? Salted caramel frappe. Actually quite a fan of the salted caramel. It's nice. And on top of those two dairy things, yes, there's more. Also had an apple pie, which I don't mind the apple pies. They're nice. You get them while they're still warm. Good crunch to them, and you know it's apple. It's apple. It's fruit. It's healthy, right? I try and convince myself of that. I know that. I know how to make stewed apple though, and it's a lot of sugar. So yeah, I consumed a lot of sugars last night, and a good chunk of them were dairy, bit of lactose, which my body's telling me lately that dairy is not a good idea. Let's have a look, where are we at? 15 minutes. I'm probably about a quarter way through. That's alright, I'm making good time. I'll get this 5k done in an hour. Now, I'm still fasted. So, about 9 o'clock last night, I finished eating / drinking. So, I haven't consumed anything other than water and black coffee. Black coffee is an interesting one to get used to. There's a little side note. We got coffee at work, and at home we've got Macca French blend or whatever it is. It's really nice. It's quite smooth. With milk and a little bit of sugar. Delicious coffee. Just trying to think, is this, I'm not sure if this way is included in the 5k, but we'll walk this way anyway. Make sure we really get that 5k. So not sure how well you guys can see me at the moment. The sun's right behind me, but yeah, so a bit of milk, bit of sugar, and the Macca French blend. And I was going to come here and park here, but I don't think I will. It's all sand. There's nowhere to park. I'll keep using that entrance I was using. Yeah, a bit of milk and sugar, Macca French blend. Delicious, very smooth. At work, we've got the Macca. I think they got numbers on the front. The French blend is like 3. The one at work I think is 5. It's like a robust or something like that. It's a very strong flavour. Now obviously coffee is typically a more bitter taste. For any of you guys who have actually had black coffee, or at least coffee without sugar, you'll know, it's got a bit of taste to it. It's quite bitter tang. Quite a bitter tang. I'm struggling to get that one out. So, without milk or sugar, milk is nice to smoothen it out. But so even with milk and sugar, the coffee at work, when I was having milk and sugar in my coffee, was too bitter. It was horrible. It was just nasty. Even like I would have to put multiple teaspoons of sugar in the one from work to make it bearable. But now that I've gone black, I started going black with plunger coffee or French press. So I started going black with that. Well, really, go back even further. Started just putting like the tiniest little splash of milk in, just to kind of knock the bitterness off. I stopped having sugar months ago, but so started putting just a splash of milk in to knock the top off the bitterness. Then we went full black, going full black with the French press, and then the Macca French blend. There's a link there, and there's something Frenchy about my coffee. It's wrong. I have an Italian heritage, and here I am going Frenchy about it. But so I was doing that, and then I went back to work on Monday. So I've only been back to work 2 days now, and I made myself a coffee at work yesterday because I was getting hungry, and I knew that I wanted to hold out until I made it back to home before I ate, and so I made myself a coffee, tied myself over. I was actually quite surprised that the coffee didn't taste so bad. I'm going to say that it's because I got used to drinking black coffee. I got used to the bitterness, more of the bitterness. I was getting used to the bitterness without the sugar, but even more so without the milk. It was even easier to swallow. It was a bitter pill to swallow, but it tided me over. I started doing that. Now, today I've gone since 9 o'clock last night, as I said, without eating, and I thought I'm going to start getting some cardio in, get some exercise, try and elevate my heart rate and really drain my body of I just had a phone call from the wife. Now I can't remember where I was at. I was talking about coffee, and I've gotten used to drinking black coffee, and all I've had today is black coffee and water. Possibly a bit too much black coffee. I've had 3, so it's possibly a little bit excessive. But I'm hungry, that natural ghrelin spike that you get, tied myself over with the coffee. I know I can do it with water, and I think might do only the 2 coffees tomorrow. I'll make myself a nice French blend in the morning. And then I'll go to a work coffee at Smoko. So, because I'm a tradie, we have a 15-minute break in the morning, and we call it Smoko. So I'm starting to sweat. One thing that I've noticed, intermittent fasting, one of the things is you feel cold. I was watching this video at lunch. This American woman doing intermittent fasting, she brought it up. I remember hearing about it ages ago, which I used to always feel hot. I'd always be hot. It was horrible, especially in summer. Like I'm a big guy, so you're warm when you're fat. It's a well-known thing is you always feel hot when you're fat, and intermittent fasting, it's common to feel cold. So the bird that I was watching today, she was saying that it's because your body is pushing more blood towards your fat cells to try and draw out the triglycerides, and your blood cools the closer it gets to your skin, and it comes back to your core cooler, so then you feel cooler, which I hadn't really thought too much about. It's summer here, so it's been mid to upper 30s, but when she brought it up in the video, I thought to myself, you know what, I have been feeling pretty cool, to the point where my missus, so she'd come home. I've been on holidays, she'd be at work, I'd be home by myself, or have one or two of the kids. She'd come home and complain that the house was hot. I was, it's so hot in the house. What are you doing? And I was just sitting there with a shirt and a tank top on, and I was just like, what are you talking about? It feels fine. I feel fine. Whereas previously, like if it's 30 degrees, I'm dying. I used to die at 30 degrees. It used to be so freaking hot. Whereas now, what was the temperature rated at being today? It's like 30, mid-30s, somewhere in the mid-30s. And I'm out here out for a walk. Now, I've been walking for, let's have a look at my watch, 20 odd minutes. And usually I'd be sweating so bad, profusive sweating, like I would be dripping, it'd be nasty. Any sort of physical activity, you can tell I'm working, I'm a bit out of breath. So, it's, I'd normally be dripping with sweat. I was actually worried about wearing my nice hat, because I didn't want to get it all sweaty and nasty. But I'm not really feeling all that hot. It's quite nice. It's actually a breeze, and I'm a little bit sweaty, but I'm not just drenched or covered in sweat, which I've always been a fan of winter. It's cold, and I've always run hot. I've always been a very hot person, and it's to the point where my missus, at night we sleep right on the edges of our king bed because I'm too hot and she doesn't like it. So, whereas now I don't feel so hot. I don't know what my temperature is actually at, but I don't feel that hot. And especially, you know, I'm out for a walk in the bush, and you know, this breeze is beautiful. It's not really very warm. I'm just, you know, got my heart rate up, out for a walk. You know, I don't know if like you can really tell how far the scenery's going around me, but I'm going for it. It's good. I'm feeling a lot better. Feeling massively better. Stop you laughing. Don't laugh at me. Yeah, shut up, you kookaburras. That's good to know, there's kookaburras in here. I had no idea we had kookaburras so close to my house. I haven't heard a kookaburra laugh in ages. That's good. It's a nice little wildlife reserve. I don't know how much of the cars you can hear, but yeah. Anyway, so before we were so rudely interrupted by the kookaburras, I feel really good. I feel a lot better. My mood has improved. My wife's brought that up with me. She reckons I seem a lot happier. Which, I mean, I won't say that I was ever not happy. I definitely say that I was lethargic. I didn't really have much energy or drive or interest in doing too much. Hang on. It's 5 o'clock now, so I'm half an hour. I reckon I might get this 5k done. Actually, where were we? 15. I've done 15. Yeah, I'll keep going. Why not? I've actually got until 6. Got to go pick the kids up. As long as I can get to them before 6. So I've got like an hour. It's been half an hour, and I think I've done most of the 5k. Let's see if my watch step target reached. Doesn't say how far I've walked, but I've done like 3,000 steps. So where are we? Right. So I don't know. Sure, I won't bother showing you, but started there, walked up to there, down to there and back. We'll call it halfway. Yeah, halfway, which is good. That's an hour for 5k's. Their walking pace, you know, 5 kilometres an hour. That's about right. Well, I'll see. I've got Strava running in the background, or at least I hope it's running in the background. So we'll see what Strava says for my distance and time. I started that right away. I didn't actually start recording this until I was a little bit in. But yeah, so I feel good. I feel healthy, I feel happy. Well, energetic, as go this way. As I was saying before, like, I did not feel happy. I just wasn't energetic. Bloody flies. But yeah, I feel like I've got more energy. I feel scented. I feel not so much like a roller coaster, more like they're more steady. I don't fluctuate as much, and I'm losing weight, pretty sure. So if you okay, if you thought what I ate yesterday was bad, so what was it, Sunday morning I woke up. It's a bit of a Sunday tradition is I make French toast. So made the wife and kids some French toast, and then I decided to have some myself this weekend. So I had 4 slices of French toast, which is a lot in itself. No, was it 3? More people. It'd be nice if I was the only one out here, but you know, you can't be that lucky. There's 3 slices of French toast, I think it was, and had smoked salmon, like a piece of smoked salmon on each. So that was a pretty decent meal. But then, so my missus went out with the kids, and shortly after they left, there was 2 leftover chicken Kievs in the fridge from the night before. We had Kievs and veggies. Do we have anything else with them? I think that was it. It's Kievs and veggies. Maybe some mash. No, it wouldn't have been. Oh, I think we had some chips. Normal white potato chips. So yeah, we had Kievs left over, so I had some Kievs. I ate the 2 that were left. Then a short while after that, I had two megarine backs, and you had like 2-minute noodle backs, megarine flavour, nice and spicy. So I had the 2 of them. Then I had some potato chips. The missus and her mum were eating some potato chips on Saturday, so finished off a bag of them, and then also had some chocolate and some lollies left over from Christmas. And I went a while without eating until dinner, and then we had the pizza, as I was saying before. So we had pizza. I was quite a fatty, big fat man for that. I had basically a whole pizza to myself and a garlic bread. So yeah, way too much food there as well. I have a problem with food. It's just too damn tasty. It just really wants to be in my belly. Yeah, partly blame the foods. It's the food's fault, you know. Which these days, with the amount of processing that is a part of our food, our everyday food, kind of can say that it's the food's fault, because if it wasn't so refined and full of just crap, that the whole purpose of it is to make us eat, I wouldn't be so weak to it, I don't think. and I wasn't brought up with a very healthy relationship with food. Italian background, you know, we eat. People come over, you eat. There's any sort of celebration, you eat. You know, you're sad, you eat. You're happy, you eat. It's an eating culture which has put me in bad stead. Now I'm 33 years old, and I have to reverse all of the effects of the last 20 years, 25 years of influence. I suppose I could probably even go further back with that. 25 to 30 years of influence around food, sort of intermittent fasting. Like I've done fasts before. I've done 48-hour fasts, and I'm left alone. But I've never like regularly fasted. So like I knew I could go long periods without eating. Previous fasts, I could say I wasn't doing them really properly, but you know, I was fasting. I wasn't eating. I was drinking, possibly drinking the wrong things. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I was drinking like cuppas with sugar. So, almost at the end. Where are we at? It's 36 minutes. It's not too bad. So I'm definitely past the halfway point. Looking at the map, I think we could go last third. So I should get this 5Ks done in an hour. See what we do tomorrow as well. But, yeah, so the last 30 odd years eating for the wrong reasons, then a couple of fasts just to, I don't know why I fasted it. It's probably partly just because I was too lazy to get something to eat. Sort of teenager, late teens, early 20s, you know, still living with mum, and she'd gone away for a while, gone away for the weekend or a week or whatever, left me at home, and, you know, lazy teenage boy, couldn't even be bothered taking care of myself, so I didn't. And then yeah, so I knew I could get through a good amount of time not eating. I've done it before as well, after getting with my now wife, but they were periods where I wasn't really doing anything, so it wasn't. Oh, what's up here? Pretty sure the map wasn't showing going this way. Let's go up this way. So there were periods where I wasn't really doing anything, so you know, it was easy to get through the period of time not eating because I was sitting on my bum. But whereas now, getting close to people's houses, I think. Now I'm doing stuff. You know, I'm at work, I'm working, I'm now walking. What does my time look like? Don't mind the finger swiping on the thing. It's 15:15. So, you know, out for a walk now. So I'm pushing myself to sort of use energy while fasted. I don't know whether this track is gonna put me well out of the way. I think I might head back. So I want to make sure I get home in time to pick the kids up. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get back to the car in half an hour. So I've been out here for 45 minutes and I've gotten this far. So yeah, anyway, so I'm actually doing stuff using energy while fasted now. So this is a sort of a new level for me, working fasted. But I'm surviving. I'm 20, what did we say, 21 hours. So it's 20 hours. 1,703 hours from last night. So yeah, 20 hours, 20 and a half hours fasted. 21 hours since 20 hours since I ate. You've still got, like, it takes 3 hours for your food to get out of your stomach. So it's like another 3 hours for it to get through your intestinal tract. So really it's been 14 hours since my body had an influx of energy. But yeah, so we're doing stuff now. We're walking, we're using energy. Hopefully this will really accelerate any fat loss that I am experiencing. So I say fat loss because I haven't really lost any weight. I started in mid-December the intermittent fasting. It's mid-January, so it's been basically a month, 4 weeks. And I've lost 5 kilos, which is pretty decent. That's a kilo a week, but that's 5 kilos according to the scales today. According to the scales yesterday, I'd only lost 3 kilos. So yeah, it was a massive feed day on Sunday. I've now gotten rid of all that food out of my body, and the inflammation that's some of the stuff I ate. Oof. But yeah, so I'm down 5 kilos now. So hopefully, if I can do this 5 kilometer walk, pretty much every day, fasted as well. I'm going to continue to not eat until I get home. So yeah, if I can keep up this 5k walk every day fasted, hopefully I'll see great fat loss numbers. But I don't know, I'm not holding my breath. I've seen lots of people on the internet had great success with intermittent fasting. I've kind of done it before, but not really been strong on it. Like maybe going 14 hours fasted, which really, according to the research I've been doing lately, is not enough to get you into that point where you're really burning enough to make up for the consumption, because, you know, again, like, never had a healthy relationship with food. I've always eaten stuff that just tasted good and gave me that instant the instant good feeling, not the long-term good feeling, which is I'm more feeling now by not eating. So like I'd fast for 14 hours, but then, you know, so at lunchtime I'd go down to the lunch bar and I'd buy myself a big dirty burger, you know, massive bun, heaps of trans fats, possibly the slightest amount of saturated fats. They're probably using margarine, not butter, and, you know, really low grade patties. Then I'd have, you know, like a large chips, and I'd probably get myself a crumbs beef sausage, which, you know, you got more bread in the crumbs and there's probably just about as much bread in the actual sausage itself as well than is on the crumbing. So yeah, I was consuming far more than what my body needed, and the 14-hour fast just wasn't getting me anywhere near burning what I was consuming. Whereas now, you know, bar Sunday, where I most certainly consumed like 2, possibly 3 days worth of energy and about a month's worth of carbs. I'm eating far less, and with the fasting period that I'm doing, hopefully I'm burning far more than what I'm consuming. Getting the benefit of the human growth hormone as well. I'm definitely seeing, I've seen some improvement in my body composition. It's not massive. Try and get the sun behind us here. Sorry for the view up my nostril, but I'm just trying to keep my phone out of the sun. So I've seen some improvement in my body composition. A little bit of tightening in some areas. You know, other areas are looking smaller. But, you know, it's only been a month. It's only been 4 weeks, whatever. So I can't be expecting great things, which I'm not expecting, like miraculous weight loss and just instantaneous body transformation. I know, like, there's a lot of things out there, you know, the 28-day detox and the 12-week, 12-week transformations and all that sort of stuff. And I'll be honest, like, I'm a fat guy, so I look at all the weight loss stuff and, you know, it's definitely something that grabs my attention, because I've been fat since before I was a teenager. So I've been bullied for it a lot, and, you know, I don't have a healthy body image. I know I don't. But, you know, show me a person who's 100% happy with their body and how they look, and I'll show you somebody who's full of themselves. Because, you know, I know for a fact, right, that even what society considers to be like beautiful people, and you know, we all aspire to look like them and all that, even they aren't 100% happy with their bodies. You know, you look at bodybuilders, you know, their entire thing is building their body, you know, and like the average person, sorry, correct grammar there, the average person looks at a bodybuilder's physique and would go, oh wow, that's their physique is amazing, I'd love to look like them, they're so attractive, you know, I'd be so much happier if I looked like them and all that. And, but they're probably the most body conscious people there are. Like, their whole thing, they're bodybuilders, they're trying to build their body a certain way, so you know, they're right at it. And you know, you look at all these BBWs, big beautiful women. I'm going to piss some people off here, but you know, they can sit there and go, oh, I'm happy with my body, there's nothing wrong with my body, this is who I am, it's my identity, you know, you won't force me to change how I look. Now, I'm going to put it straight, right? So my sister was a big woman. She was a big woman. She was unhealthy. The same as what I see these BBWs doing their influencing and, you know, trying to convince the world that just because they're overweight doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. Which, okay, sure, you as a person, there's nothing wrong with you. And I always loved my sister. I don't give two flies whether like how she looked. My thing was just that she was happy. And by all means, if you're heavily overweight and you're happy, that's fine. I'm still going to tell you, look, you're possibly not living the healthiest lifestyle. Coming from a fat person myself, I know that the lifestyle isn't healthy. So, you know, don't sit there and try and tell me there's nothing wrong with your body, because in a scientific health sense, there is. And, you know, even if your cholesterol numbers are good, your insulin numbers are good, your triglycerides, all your health numbers are freaking beautiful, that's fantastic. You know, biologically, you're healthy. Mechanically, you're going to be boned before you know it. If you're carrying too much weight on your joints, you know, just, you're going to break stuff. You're going to wear out faster and you're not healthy. You know, even if all those health numbers that the doctors care about are good, mechanically, you are not healthy. You're going to break down a lot faster than anyone else. And, you know, you're going to get to 50, 60 years old and you're going to be crippled because you had an extra 100 kilos on your frame. Your knees, your ankles and your hips are going to hate you a lot sooner than somebody who doesn't have as much weight. So, you know, taking out the attractive side of being overweight, like the physical attraction side, you're not a healthy person, and you're fooling yourself if you think you are healthy. So if you're watching this, if you're still watching this, and I haven't completely pissed you off, cut down on what you eat. Eat good stuff. Go for a walk. Try intermittent fasting. Skip breakfast. And if you can't skip breakfast, delay your breakfast until a point as you're almost having breakfast at lunchtime. And lo and behold, you're skipping breakfast. Keep pushing it until the point that you're not eating as much, and keep moving. Movement is good for you. I know it hurts. Trust me, I know it hurts. My body is broken, but it's feeling better. It's probably not going to tomorrow. And I'm probably not going to get this 5k done tomorrow. But, you know, I'm going to continue to go for it, to try, to keep moving. And eventually I'll see some weight loss. And, you know, I'm already feeling better. So it's great. It's fan-freaking-tastic. And I'm loving the fact that I'm feeling better and I'm back at the entrance that I came into after having completed what I'm pretty sure was a full 5Ks in an hour. Only just, but I got it. 5Ks in an hour. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Probably far longer than what anyone's going to be interested in watching, especially considering the fact that I'm pointed at my nostril most of the time. But so where are we? Walking trail. Western track may be flooded during wetter months. Okay. So that other bit that we started walking down, that other bit we started walking down was likely flooded during wetter months, which is pretty friggin' dry at the moment. But so that's the track. So we started here, went up to here, back down, went out to that entrance, down, went out to that entrance, up, went out to that entrance, then we went to here, and we made it, I don't know, maybe like that far, and then we went all the way back. Now we're back at the entrance. So, done in an hour. Fuck. Alright, that's enough of me walking and rambling. What's the phone saying? Well done. Apparently only did 4.8 Ks in 56 minutes. Burnt 481 calories, and we had an average pace of 6.2 kilometers per hour. Now I need to go get my kids. Get away from these flies. I hate flies. They're horrible things. Absolutely horrible. They're even worse when you eat them. Oof. Alright, I'm going to end this here and probably catch you guys tomorrow. Probably not for the 5k, but bugger it. Catch us.